Welcome to Log Furniture How To, the most all-inclusive site on the net for log and rustic furniture, fixtures, and decor. That's logfurnitureHowTo.com.
Hello and welcome to another installment on the video instruction series for caring and building for your log furniture products. I'm Gary Cliffman, owner of Mountain Time Chairs and log furniture maker, and today we're going to go over the different looks you can achieve by using a draw knife on the lodgepole pine, which is what we strictly used for building our outdoor line of chairs, tables, and ottomans is the lodgepole pine. It always comes in dry because all we harvest is the dead standing. Now the first thing you want to do is always wear eye protection. While you're skinning these logs, a lot of chips fly up and the bark flies up and you can get it in your eye if you don't have some sort of eye protection on. Very important. Now the first thing you want to do is take any knots off of the logs, any of these little limbs off, because it's hard on the draw knife blade when you try to cut through those. So we use a angle grinder to do that. Skim those knots off. You can see that just took a second, but very important to kind of smooth those out before you start draw knifing it. I'm going to show you a couple of different ways to skin the log to get a different look. The first style I'm going to show you is a clean peel look. And that's where you take the draw knife, you're going to take all the bark off the outside of the log. You take these long strokes, or little shorter strokes, whatever's more comfortable. Take all the outside color off until you have a log looking like this, which is called the clean peel look. Completely clean with all the color and bark on the outside of the log. Second technique we use is called the skip peel look, which is what we do on all our furniture that comes out of Mountain Time Chairs. It's a more rustic look than the clean peel look, and that's where you, just like the name implies, you skip around and take off little short strokes, take off little places of clean peel, which you skip around and leave a lot of that color on, and that's considered a heavy skip peel look, where you just take off little jogs of cleanness to highlight the log. The other skip peel look is what we call the light skip peel look, and that's where you take more of the bark off, more of the color, still leave streaks of the color on the outside of the log. You want to take most of the bark off, but leave just the color underneath the bark on the log. Again, you skip around, take off a little more than with the heavy skip peel look, and you end up having what you call a light skip peel, opposed to the heavy skip peel. Now another look you can achieve with the lodgepole is what we call bark on, or scraped. And that's where you don't use the draw knife because it's too sharp, it's going to dig too deep into the wood, but you want to find a log that has the bark that's adhered to the outside of the tree a little more. Then you take a scraping tool, somewhat like this painter's tool here, and you just scrape that heavy loose stuff off the outside. You see you're not taking any of the actual bark off. And then after you take the initial flaky stuff off, you grab a random orbital, or you can even use a sponge sand or anything that's not too aggressive, and you kind of sand that to highlight the colors in the bark. Then you end up getting a look, a bark on look like this. Still fairly smooth, but most of the bark is still adhered to the outside of the log. So to recap, eye protection, take your knots off. Example of a clean peel look where you take all the bark off. A light skip peel look where you take most of it off but you leave streaks of color in it. Heavy skip peel look where you take a little less of the color off. The bark on look where you just use a sander to take off the flakiness of the bark. And then the beetle kill look. So 5 completely different looks with the same species of log, just by how you handle taking the bark off and the color off. I'm Gary Clifton, owner of Mountain Time Chairs. Join us next time for another instructional video on how to care and build log furniture. Thank you.